stacks I cooked up and cut small pieces to get my loot back. Once I stood on the block, loose cracks, produced stacks I cooked up and cut small pieces to get my loot back. Back in '96, I was young as shit.
What is your style when it comes to your, has anybody ever compared you to anybody yet, or you still got your own thing? I mean, what would you say your style is?
I don't know. I'm just myself, man. You know what I mean? Like I just give it how I give it. Just however I'm feeling. Like I don't write rhymes before I hear the beat. So most of the time I'm inspired by the beat. So I just sit down and I just write it and just do it. Like I usually just write and then I just get ahead and I sit down till I get the song done.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I don't get up and get sidetracked. I just sit down, get in it, because that's why it usually sounds so smooth, because I'm really in it. You know, I'm all in it, full, mentally, spiritually, everything. I'm just in it.
Yeah. Okay. So when, have you, what you've been doing this now for a minute.
Yeah.
Have you evolved to a totally different like sound or a different style, or do you think have you changed? Do you see any difference in the way you are now than the way you were years ago when you first got into the game?
Yeah, I think like when I first started, like I was just more spitty, kind of just trying to find where I'm at and where I fit in it. And just took my time and just stayed true to myself and my sound and just kept rocking. Like, the sound is always going to change because there's so much music. Like, it's just pretty much like, actually Marty, Fly, like Bang Digi, he really brought a lot out of me because he makes beats that I can't hide in. So, he be wanting that real gritty, sleazy, Ease like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm real calm, but it's a different person in here, inside, you know what I mean? So it's a difference between the way that I carry myself and the way that I express myself.
Okay.
You feel me?
Well, when you say that, what do you think about the industry now as it's in itself? I mean, here you are, you're putting together these dope beats, these dope rhymes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're pretty much carrying yourself. Do you think the industry is still slow, fast? I mean, how do you feel? Because you've got your clothes sponsors and the whole nine. What is your thought on the industry now? Has that changed?
Well, I really don't have an opinion on the industry, because the industry ain't got an opinion on me. Like I always tell my homies, like, we're not gonna be the best until it's worth it for us to be the best. I.e., like when we help other people make money. So it's like, we don't just have sponsors. It's just kind of like we had a meeting with Tony and Jordan at a donut shop one day. And homies from Project Etc. Yeah,
right, just like that.
Yeah, and we just kind of sat down and we're just like, well, what is a sponsorship? Well, I don't know either. I just know we just gonna lock up and just go hard together. And now their brand is thriving. You know what I'm saying? So like, they're just the homies. Like everyone that I deal with is that I'm close to. Like I have conversations. I'm concerned with their family. Like, you know what I mean? So, I'm not really dependent on the industry. Actually, I'm just trying to help revolutionize it. Because it's still brand new. I remember, I think it was like 2006. I went to the Urban Network with my homegirl Kanaya.
Okay.
Like Rich and Rue, like, and just doing what I'm doing, hustling and all that. Like I didn't really know. I just paid my $500.
Right.
Went and it's just, they ain't had no business cards or nothing. It's just like, oh, so what do you do? I don't know. I'm just here to learn. So I just sat there and sat quiet, and I just remember Brandy's mom. I forget her last name. Brandy.
Okay, I know Brandy.
Yeah, just wanna be down.
Yeah, Brandy.
Yeah, her mom basically said in the next 10 years, there aren't going to be any more major labels. And I think back then there was 10. I think now there may be 4 or 3. And one may be in the United States, if any.
Wow. Okay,
you know what I
really?
mean? So, like, there's the game is definitely different. As an artist, you definitely have to be more seasoned. You have to have your own merchandising, and you definitely have to have your own sound. But not only that, like, you have to actually contribute to culture. like that's one of the big reasons why we're thriving is because we're actually contributing to the culture. Like we're helping
Right.
to shape and mold the direction of not only just music and media, but also fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And you look good, you feel good,
Right.
so you kind of dictate the way that people dress. Like 9 out of 10 times, you're gonna dictate what people listen to.
Well, what do you think about the technology? It's gone. I mean, I
think it's
remember.
amazing.
Yeah. I remember when you and
Yeah.
Gaji, y'all were at the
Yeah.
Rehab Ballet Music and Fashion. Man, people were just amazed. You know,
Yeah.
y'all were hitting the little logo on the
Yeah.
paper, and the music would come on, and people
Yeah.
were like, I mean, you can see it in the video
Yeah.
that you all taped. That people were just like, wow. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so I mean, but I mean, that was almost a year ago. So now
Yeah.
we got even better stuff now.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Are we keeping up with the technology? Is hip hop keeping up with the technology? Are you all keeping up with it? Is it helping the industry? Hurting it? What do you think?
I think it's still advanced.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you're never really gonna go all in on what people don't really understand. So
Mhm.
you just kind of have to maintain a status quo. So like you could be innovative, but don't be too crazy with it. You know what I mean? You just gotta kind of introduce it slowly but surely. But it's definitely more effective. You know, and that was Jordan's idea. Like Jordan sat down and talked to him. He was like, you know what, man? How could I make people really want to, actually, because we didn't have a website at first, and he was just like, you know what? I'm really a fan of the music, and when people ask me to go see your music, I really want you guys to have something solid for people to go look at. So he gave us a website, and then he just did that. He put the QR code and had it scanned in, had it going to the website. Like that was his innovation, because he's also a brand new company, product etc. They're more than just clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just that was them helping us to kind of be innovative in the way that we promoted our music. Yeah.
But it just seems to me, like I said before, that with this technology coming up, I'm like I said, I'm still amazed.
Yeah.
With some of the stuff that we're doing, like even with this internet radio station, here we are. Your boy right now is posting from California.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Different times, 3 time zones over, and
Yeah.
he's giving us a shout out and everything.
Yeah, that's gadget.
And I'm like, wow, this is amazing stuff.
Yeah.
So whether you are here or over there, you stay in touch.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Gadget Institute of Technology.
Mm-hmm.
Like we got that coming. Like actually, there's this headphone company out of San Diego that Tony and Jordan put us on to. They're called Municio. They actually make headphones out of bullet shell casings. So hopefully we can sit down and have Monty sit down and design a headphone.
For you all.
Yeah, but not only that, just so people can hear what he's listening to, because
That's hot. Yeah, can you imagine listening to headphones of other people and you listen to community music they like?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice. And that's probably the next level, because basically, everybody's listening to what they want to, but a lot of people are interested in hearing what other people are listening to, what their playlist is and stuff, and that takes it there.
Right.
We're gonna get into another music. What's the second track that we have on here?
I think it's Skylark music.
Skylark music? Okay.
Yeah, my man Gadget.
Okay, we're gonna play that and get into some more music. When we come back, we're gonna definitely have some more words from E's Pennybagz right here on Prolific Radio. www.prolific.com.
Get money, get my mind right. Take my time till the time's right. Now I'm maxing, straight chillin', cold illin'.